there is a Scrum team which includes which was including developers, testers, BAs, everyone. And now developers, they are consuming most of the time of the sprint. Suppose a sprint was of 2 weeks, they consumed 8 days and just left 2 days for the testing team. So how you will deal with this situation? Because definitely testing team will going to raise the alarm that they will not be able to finish this story. So it will impact the velocity, and many stories will be moved to the next sprint. So what solution you will suggest?
Sure. First thing is, this is one of the common scenario which starts popping up when the waterfall organization starts sprinting, and they start working on the time box mode. So whenever the questionnaire is asking this question, he might be really facing that problem. That's the one probability. The another probability is that if you have been through a journey in agile transformation where people started from waterfall to Scrum way, you might have faced this. That is also a fair assumption, because this usually happens. And in order to avoid that, now there is a trend. What do we do when this gets done? So unhealthily, initially people started, or some of the organizations started, that okay, we do development sprint and test sprint separately. So means you do a one dev sprint, the dev sprint is over. In the testing, when the N+1 testing is development is happening and testing is happening. So
okay,
that's
sprint back.
Yeah, so that's an unhealthy way. Right? That's an unhealthy way. But even if we keep saying unhealthy, but it still exists in some of the organization where they are unable to put everything in a one sprint. Okay, so I'm just giving you another flavor of this question, because that could be the second way of asking the same question. How do you deal with it? Now, the best way to deal with it is definitely have a conversation during the retrospective, that okay, how do we work on it? Because it's about the team and they need to find out the best solution themselves. You as a Scrum Master can show them what happened in the previous of your experience, but you facilitate the conversations so that people find out the best options for them. Now, what is frequently suggested as a kind of a rule of thumb, this usually happens when you do a pure waterfall approach inside the sprint. Now, in order to reduce that, you are expected to make smaller stories and start giving stories or work items to the test skilled professionals. You not necessarily call it testers, whoever can do testing early in the development project. So it's like in a sprint. So it's a 10 days sprint. Maybe in the day 3 itself, one of the story is already in testing. So you might have picked up 5-6 stories, but you incrementally give work to the test work. And this can be done by sizing the stories small. This can be also done by making multiple people work on the same stories rather than they take separate stories, so that they go fast in the development area. Now, that's a little ideal case. If you feel that doesn't fit well into your experience, the another possibility is that you, rather than giving build at the end, you made 3 points, clearly defined 3 points. So if you find that, okay, 1 story, 2 stories are not going and it's difficult to digest that, you may say, okay, in a 10 days time, we have a build 1, which is ready for test on day 4. Then we have a build 2, which is on day 7. And then we have a final build, which comes out at a day 8, something like this. So you have a 3 builds which for the same sprint, which get tested along the way. So again, build up a story, but this is something. Multiple build inside the sprint is the step I see many organization takes to overcome this problem in the beginning. So many start with 2 builds, that okay, they get first build on day 4 or 5, and then the next one is later. And they try to put at least 50% of the content goes in a first build and the rest goes in the second.
Yeah, in fact, I just want to add, I also gave a similar kind of answer. But then they twisted this question and they said, what if different stories that you have considered within a same sprint, they are interrelated? So suppose there are 4 stories you have considered within a same sprint. So until that 4th story is not completed, the last 3 stories will remain like can't be tested.
That's so, and it could be the real problem of that person who is asking. Yeah. So he might be bringing his problem again. Now you can say I appreciate that, and again it's difficult to answer this in a little abstract word, but we do as and you can say I as a Scrum Master I do teach, I do help people to find out invest stories which are pretty independent from each other. So we need to work on, because this shows that stories itself are not sliced well,
Like,
or there is a possibility of improving that. You can say yeah, that is usually a possibility, because when we sliced in such a way where a lot of interdependency remains, then better to keep it as a one story rather than giving it a four stories, because it's not validatable.
right.
So and good stories should be independent and testable on their own. So if it is not independent and testable, and it can happen once in a while, but if it is happening frequently, then we also need to look into how we are slicing the stories.
Right, right.
But that could be the real issue of that organization, and it might be rooted into a story splitting. It might be rooted into the way they look at the development, and the consequences could be that it results into extending the sprint time box sometime, or it may end up into not fulfilling many stories marking to the done because the testing was pending or the defects were pending, or it may result into diluting the definition of done, and which is primarily only till development done and testing happens some time later. So
Yeah.
like 2 sprints. So there could be multiple things, and you can say I don't know what is happening here, but this is what I have observed.